Hi, just before the video starts properly, I'd like to thank everyone who's subscribed already, up to 150 plus subscribers now, and I'm grateful for every single one of you. If you do enjoy the video and haven't subscribed already, please do consider it. And anyway, onto the video proper.
Hello and welcome to Baseplate Reviews. If you saw my last video, that was a review of the 2022 LEGO City train station set, and I have actually just placed this in the city, just sat there on the base plate, along with a straight bit of rail along the sides rather than a full circuit. I also built up this level crossing and added an extra road plate, so now in front of the diner we've got a road plate. Now I don't think this is anywhere near the level of being complete, and although I might not be planning on always having a train station in the city, or certainly not a train station with tracks going along the ground, we might do an elevated track as I mentioned before, I think this can still be improved. One of the things that was criticised for the station when it came out is just, even though it is fairly long, platforms tend to be longer, but the 2022 passenger train that came out, which I've got just sat over there, did actually come with a very small platform of its own, which I've got just there. And if I take this over to the station, we should see that this is actually completely compatible with the station there. It's got these kind of legs that stick out to attach to the track, and that's exactly what we've got here. It's all at the same height, it's got a ramp leading up to it. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to get the station moved along a bit and get this placed in, but also probably maybe think about tiling this off the platform with some studded parts, some jumper tiles, so people still have places to stand, and also just kind of upgrading alongside it. So what I might do is I have got some, don't know how to describe them, I suppose they're equivalent of battle packs but for LEGO City. I don't know if they're still out now, I will check that, but these are ones which contain 3 minifigs, a scooter and a charging station for a scooter, plus a mechanic for the scooters as well, it looks like. And I've got a couple of those, so we might set that up. We've also got a small newsstand just here, so I might try to look at integrating that, bulking it up a little bit, because we've got space. Certainly if we move the station down this way, we'll have space to the side of that. We've also got a gap just here. It's not big enough for a full modular by any means, but some kind of slim building. Otherwise it could easily make a parking space, or potentially where those scooters go. I think I will have those just to the side of the station, just here, so just that kind of space. But I'm going to get to moving this all along, and then we'll take a look what it looks like afterwards. So you should be able to see that just by adding that little bit of extra platform, which remember did come with this passenger train, that we now have enough space along the platform to accommodate both passenger cars. So the doors that we can see on this side are mirrored on the other side. There we go, just where the passengers are already waiting. And yeah, just that little bit means that it's more than big enough for the entire train as it stands. Now this has ramps leading down here, and also at the back of the station, just where that arch is, there is a ramp which comes down, and that goes straight down to the ground. I don't think that we want our passengers to be hopping from the sidewalk or pavement onto the grass and then going up the ramp. So I think what we need to do is effectively build this up to the same level as the mills plate there, which is basically 5 studs tall. So a brick, then a plate, then a tile, and might do this around the back of here as well, and that gives us an area to start thinking about putting those scooters and also maybe a newsstand. So I'm going to crack on with that and then come back to you. And we're back a bit later than I initially thought, but that means that I've been able to do more than I planned. And you'll see the first thing is that I've tiled off the station completely using this pattern, and all the way down the ramp and from the sidewalk too. Now the other side of the sidewalk, I've added that scooter station. Now this set was the electric scooters and charging dock. I believe that's the name of it, and it was actually only available in the latter half of 2022, so we won't be able to get hold of that now. I've also added some little kind of rails to the ramp there, and because I've used the mill system to build all this up, you can see that just here, it means that I can also go down, and just in here I've been able to add a dog relief area. I've got a little bone over there, I've got a dog just there, and we've got his unfortunate owner with bag in hand, ready to clean up after his canine companion. We've also got this kind of alleyway leading down the back of the station, and that leads all the way down to ramp at the back there, where you can walk your bike round and put it into the bike rack. And because of that, I actually did build up the wall, as you can see here, and that's to separate it out from the back of the grocery store, supermarket, and the Lego store, because they've actually got forklifts working. And I've just used this kind of bit of trellis at the top, and then the matching kind of swirl piece that's at both ends of the wall. If I come just here, and just means that our minifigs, whilst they walk around the back of the station, haven't got all of that going on right beside them. The next thing I've done is actually across the road we've added in that newsstand. So tiled off from the downtown diner and added a newsstand with its own little lamppost in beside. And we've got a businessman on the way to catch the train, just getting himself a paper. And behind this, because we have got the newsstand out in front, I didn't really want to do kind of a building, because otherwise the newsstand would be right in front of the entrance to the building. So I've added in this kind of recycling area. Now these bins just here, you can see we've got a green, blue, and I believe it's dark grey bin, are the ones which came with the most recent recycling truck, which we do have down in the city just there. But I also added in what's my own mock, and it's just to represent those kind of donation, closed donation recycling bins that you see. I will post one on the screen. I think that's pretty decent. The good thing with all of this, of course, is because it is all on the mills system, if I do want to put another building in beside the downtown diner, I can always just slide this plate out. Obviously it means moving where the track is, but nothing's too permanent. But I think this is a useful kind of area for the citizens. Now I've added in a fair few more minifigs. Obviously we've got a couple riding the scooters there, the mechanic for the electric scooters, and just a few more people for the train station. But what it's also meant is that I've got another one of those charging stations, and I've added that away from the station over by the park just there. So now our people riding the scooters have somewhere to ride to, pick the scooters up there, then ride it over to the park, rather than just dumping them across the city like it's real life. There's still lots to do, of course, but I think we've now got what was a pretty dead area of the city just here, and put something in which is semi-decent. Like I say, it's not always the plan to necessarily have a station on the ground, and this station could definitely be bulked up a fair bit, but I think now at least we've got it tiled off. We've got it long enough for the passenger train which it services, and also we've got some bits of interest with that wall and the relief area, plus the recycling and the newsstand. I've got plenty more to do, and one of the things I do need to do is, we can see the door just at the back there, is to go in there and find my massive bag of loose Lego, various sets that have all been bundled up together in the move across from the UK, and I'm going to sort through that and find plenty more stuff, lots and lots of minifigs for certain, that's going to be useful for the city.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and that upgrade to the east side of the city. If you did like it and haven't already done so, please think about leaving a thumbs up. I'll let you know what happened with the sorting out that big bag of Lego next time, how many minifigs I found, etc. And with that, I'll just say, be good.